Hello everybody, it's GainsForm. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're doing a Greedland review, my first review on this channel, so let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? For those who don't know, Greedland is a roguelite, pretty much horde survival type game. You get a skill for living, those endless, those regular runs from 10 to 20 minutes. It goes 10, 15, 20 minutes for the start runs, and then eventually you make it to the endless level, which is the final level for the completion for each little zone currently out in the game. It is an early access title at the moment, but I must say it is an amazing early access title and definitely worth your time, and the gameplay is simply amazing. For those who may be wondering, I actually have made 44 videos for Greedland, so I know quite a bit about the game actually. I also have ones in 24 hours, and 108 of the ones in 14 achievements in the game, although 2 of the achievements you can't actually obtain currently in the update that just came out. But yeah, pretty experienced in this game, and honestly, I just really do love it. So I figured I'd get a review out for you guys, give you some pros and cons in case you're all interested in getting the game. But man, it is pretty good. Honestly, it's pretty good. Since this is an early access title, I actually waited till the recent update, which just came out the other day, because I was going to drop the review before that, but I was like, let's wait until the next update, get some experience in that, and then drop the review, so that way it's up to date and up to par with everything that's going on. And also, man, the update added some new equipment things, which was just solid all around. Definitely a plus in my book, and man, the future of the game's looking really bright in my opinion, and also the roadmap is going pretty well for the dev, I must say. For a solo dev, he puts a lot of work in. I will say Greedland has a lot to offer as far as the various characters go, from power suits, or 6 currently in the game, which is amazing. They give upgrades to your armor, weapons, and equipment. Equipment's damage from things you do, which I'll show in a second. And those different skills and passes you can get for leveling up to level 10. And it's just amazing. And each one has their own active skill too, which is good. And also those mini weapons in case you need to switch up for a different run if you get tired of one. Those countless, and those more being added into the game as well. Then also those equipment, 2 of them just got added, and also the first fusion just came in with the latest update, which is the lightning boomerang. Very good, by the way, very good. Man. And then also those mechs coming out in the future. If you love mechs, you're gonna love this game, I would say. There's also airdrops, if you're into that type of thing. During the run, you get random little orangey airdrops that come in and give you a little boost, which is just solid upgrades or ways to keep you alive. There is currently 3 zones in the game right now. As you can see, my planet progress is 99%. I have the jungle fully done because it's got the endless one done. The only other ones I'm missing are the 2 endless levels. I got like 58 out of the 60-minute mark, which is the final completion for it. If you want to actually get just the progress done in the game, that's what you need to do. As you can see, each stage has things. The first few missions start at 10 minutes, and then they go up to 15, and then 20 minutes. And then eventually you'll get to the endless level right here. Each one has different challenges you can do. They can increase the amount of enemies, enemy health, damage taken, and all that. Also disables airdrops. So there are all challenges in the game as well, as far as the little zones go. There's a desert level, and then there's also a tundra level. Tundra is the hardest. You start in jungle, then you move your way through desert, and you'll eventually end up over here on the right. And each one has their own bosses as well. I should mention that. And pretty fun, honestly. I highly recommend it. And also, the enemy amount for the challenges do go up depending on the zone that you're in, which makes pretty sense because the difficulty will go up with that. Also, since we're covering what's in the game, there's also a bunch of different mods you can use in capacity. So when you rank up in the game, which there is a lot of ranks currently, which I'm at the max rank, you get increased capacity rate yield. And then there's also different configs, so you can have different loadouts. And all of these mods, to some point, can be used as long as you don't go over the capacity limit. And there's a lot of mods too. I mean, there's a ton. As you can see, auto select is a new one, so we'll pick the upgrades for you instantly. So that way, if you want to do like a randomized run and just go kind of mindless, easy way to do that. And there's a bunch of other ways to make them stronger and whatnot, and weapon power and equipment and evolution things. There's a lot. Yeah. And boss data, which tells you how much like health and what level the bosses are. Alrighty, time to cover the pros and cons. We're gonna cover the pros first. The gameplay is really good in my opinion. I mean really good. Definitely one of the best roguelikes I've played recently. It is good, man. And then it also is really beautiful, the game itself. The graphics are amazing. Gameplay comes first, and then also the fact that it looks great definitely adds on to it. Then there's also a different amount of variety of weapons and stuff as I showed earlier on, which really helps replay value. So definitely can recommend those. Alright, time for the cons though. There is a few cons currently at this stage. I will say a few of them are all going to be addressed down the roadmap. So definitely take a look into that if you're just waiting to get the game. As far as the things I'm going to say for the cons, the first one is the enemy variety. There's not too much of a variety. There's a few different bosses on the zones, but other than that, most of the enemies are quite the same. Although the projectile enemies do change the actual projectile. Some add more, some add less, that are bigger. But the actual enemies themselves are pretty much the same, which is the only issue right now. But the dev did say there would be more enemies coming in the roadmap. So you have to wait like an update or two for that. I'm not sure how those things is looking for that. But overall, definitely big though. And then on top of that, let's see. The Endless Friends did have a issue about the 40-minute to 60-minute mark. They were scaling too much. It does seem a little bit better after this latest update, but I still think it can be improved a little bit. Because as soon as you hit 60 minutes, they start going nuclear again, which is a little bit. So definitely needs to be adjustments still with the difficulty. But other than that, it's like really easy, and then it gets like super hard. It's really weird. But overall, not too many cons in the game. The other con is there's no melee weapons. I know a lot of people want to see melee weapons in this game. Right now, there's only equipment and weapons which do explosions or bullets, which is fine. So like range projectiles and all that. Other than that, I do think melee weapons would be a great adjustment to the game, and it would add some more variety to it. But it definitely doesn't need to be though. But it is a lot of people that are requesting it. Other than that, though, not too many cons in my opinion. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have. I don't really have any other issues with the game. Most of it got fixed. Endless adjustment was the main one, and also the variety for the creatures. The variety for the enemies is the biggest one, honestly. Once that gets fixed, it's really hardly any cons in the game. We should probably cover the cost of the game too real quick. It does cost $11 unless you get it on sale. But honestly, I do think it's worth it with the gameplay and the roadmap looking pretty good. Also, the dev is also very on top of things right now too, and those constant updates coming out, so that's really helpful. So you know that the devs actually put out content for the game. So I would say the price is definitely worth it, but obviously it comes down to your budget too. But in my opinion, it is a very good game that is worth your money. And if you want to go ahead and play it, definitely get it, man. Definitely. I would highly recommend it. My final review score for the game is a 8.5 out of 10 for the current state of the game. I do think on full release it can be a 9 out of 10, in my opinion, with the max thing being in the game. But the variety of enemies right now definitely takes a hit, and a few other things. There's no melee and all that too, which I'm not too worried about that. But overall, I think what the game has to offer right now is definitely an 8.5, and it definitely can hit a 9 if it improves a few things. But definitely looking forward to see where the game goes. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for checking out. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see future content come out soon. I'll catch you guys next time. GainsForm out.